Finally, Gunjack 2 has arrived for Daydream VR. Google had teased the game since it had unveiled Daydream, and the sequel to the space shooter that was extremely successful on Gear VR does deliver upon what it promised: relentless space shooting action. The gameplay of Gunjack 2 is simple and straightforward. You sit behind a space turret and shoot at everything that moves. Mostly there are enemy spaceships that threaten to destroy the mining rig that you are supposed to defend. You control your turret with your motion controller. The turret will follow any of your movements, and you shoot your weapon by clicking on the touchpad. Swiping in different directions will either activate different weapons or get your turret repaired. Depending on which level you play, you have different kind of weapons ranging from missiles to laser beams. It is very satisfying to fry your enemies, and there are even new game mechanics that are being introduced in the sequel. For example, you can now activate an energy shield that reflects enemy weapons. When your shield is up though, you won't be able to shoot yourself and have to deactivate it if you want to go on the attack again. It's a smart upgrade as compared to the predecessor that introduces some interesting tactics into what before was only a simple space shooter. Don't get me wrong here, Gunjack 2 is still a simple space shooter, but at least you have to get your shields up now from time to time and reflect an opponent's laser beam in order to win. Between each of the levels you will be presented with a cutscene that shows your mining rig's Gunjack crew. The team talks about past missions and you get to relive them after the cutscene is done. That works pretty well, and sometimes during the action the screen will turn black-white and you hear the crew talking about this particular moment. That is an interesting stylistic element at first, but it gets kind of annoying really soon. These moments take you right out of the action, which is a real shame for an immersive game like Gunjack 2, and it is used a bit too often for my personal taste. Also in the long run, the game cannot really offer so much variety in its gameplay, even though it does introduce new elements that work well. But the core premise is just that simple, and there's just so much variety that you can come up with here. You blow shit up, in space, and in VR. Gunjack 2 looks incredible. The original on Gear VR already looked great, but the developers have stepped it up a notch here. It is truly awesome when you see formations of enemy spaceships fly towards you just to get blown out of the black sky by your turret. Or to see your energy shield go up, reflecting the enemy's laser beam, blowing them up as a deadly consequence. Your space turret looks fantastic, and it is a pleasure to be the master of this awe-inspiring killing machine. Gunjack 2 is truly a blockbuster, and its presentation lives up to it. The best thing about Gunjack on Gear VR was the level of immersion you felt when sitting in your turret, and this is even better now with Gunjack 2 because of the improved graphics and the better control scheme. Gunjack 2 is a simple pick up and play game that will have players believe to sit in their turret and shoot the shit out of those space gangsters. It is great, and for me now Gunjack 2 is the game to show friends who want to check out VR and Daydream, next to Need for Speed No Limits. The concept of sitting behind a turret works just too well in VR. And since the camera does not move, you won't get sick at all when you play Gunjack 2. Your cannons always give you a frame of reference because they are moving together with you. You won't have any problems comfort-wise with Gunjack 2. Gunjack is the asteroids of our VR generation, a simple space shooter concept that has been executed on brilliantly. It's easy to pick up and simple fun to play, like a blockbuster popcorn movie that lets you lean back and simply enjoy the action, just that you are in the middle of it now. This sequel takes everything that made the first Gunjack great and improves on it in meaningful ways. It is well worth the $12.99 price of admission for anyone who is looking for a highly immersive action shooter in virtual reality. For the full written review of Gunjack 2 End of Shift and much more, check out daydreamdistrict.com. As always, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, give it a thumbs up to let me know you want more of this, and of course subscribe to Daydream District to never miss any Daydream content in the future.